To everyone else, Jasmine just looked like a regular project coordinator, sipping coffee, answering emails, attending meetings. But what they didn't know. Every morning, she laid her burdens before God, right there, at her desk. Her keyboard wasn't just a tool. Her desk wasn't just a workstation. It had become her altar. She didn't wait to be in church to worship. She didn't need a pew to pray. She met with God, where the spreadsheets lived. Most of us compartmentalize. Sunday is sacred. Monday through Friday? Secular. We clock in with our hands, but leave our hearts out of it. And so we pray, God, use me. Yet ignore the divine opportunity sitting 3 cubicles down. Jasmine once made that mistake too. There was a time she treated work like exile. A place she endured until the weekend could revive her. Until one day, a colleague broke down in tears beside the printer. Jasmine had 2 options. Keep typing, or turn her desk into a sanctuary. That day, Jasmine stood up, walked over, placed a gentle hand on the woman's shoulder, and whispered, "Can I pray with you?" Right there, beside paper trays and toner cartridges. Heaven touched earth. Something shifted. Jasmine realized. Her calling didn't require a title. Her ministry didn't need a pulpit. Her altar was wherever she obeyed. Jasmine didn't start every day with a sermon. But she did start it with surrender. Every project presentation? Covered in prayer. Every difficult email? Paused to ask for wisdom. She began inviting God into the mundane. Into Zoom calls. Into spreadsheets. Into stressful deadlines. That shift changed everything. Her peace grew. Her patience deepened. Even her co-workers noticed something different. It wasn't about preaching, it was about presence. And Jasmine carried God's presence into every task. Every morning, Jasmine whispered 3 confessions at her desk. 1. I'm not just working, I'm worshiping. 2. God, use me today, even in quiet ways. 3. I may not be in church, but I am in your presence. These weren't just affirmations. They were anchors. Reminders that her 9 to 5 wasn't a spiritual timeout. It was holy ground in disguise. Then came the test. A client contract error that would cost the company thousands. Unless Jasmine kept quiet. Her manager said, "We'll fix it later. Don't mention it now." But Jasmine had already knelt that morning. She had already dedicated her desk to God. So she spoke up. Gently. Respectfully. But clearly. And while her boss was furious, the truth brought favor she didn't see coming. What Jasmine didn't know was, the workplace is also a battleground. Not just for promotions, but for peace, purpose, and influence. Some battles weren't with people, but with pressure, with anxiety, with comparison. So she began praying quietly before meetings, playing worship in her earbuds before presentations. Her warfare? It looked like wisdom, sounded like gentleness, moved with integrity. And that's how altars shift atmospheres. By the end of the quarter, Jasmine hadn't just hit her KPIs. She had planted seeds. One colleague asked her to pray for a sick mom. Another confided about divorce. None of it was loud. But it was holy. Because her desk was also her altar. And you? What if that chair you sit in every day is sacred space too? What if the place you dread going to is where God plans to meet someone through you? Wherever God places you today, bring His presence with you. Drop a comment below. What does your desk as your altar mean to you? Like, share, and subscribe for more spirit-led stories here on the Musings of the Spirit Whiteboard Animations.